What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 3 out of 4 videos of our holiday gift guide. This one is going to be all the products that are under $500. And we're gonna start with the Garmin Dash Cam. So living in 2024, having a dash cam is a must. So this is going to, one, protect you from accidents, break-ins and stuff like that. So this one specifically is the live. And what that means is you can watch your vehicle live from your phone. And with this, you do have to subscribe to the LTE because it uses cell signals. And it is $10 a month for the subscription that allows you to watch it live anywhere in the world. So this is made by Garmin. They have other models where it isn't live and there isn't a subscription, and you can set one in the front and one in the back as well. So in case you get rear-ended from the rear, you have a camera pointing to the back as well. This is $400 for the live. The other models are a little bit cheaper because it doesn't have that live feature. But in my opinion, this is a must. Next up, we have some recovery gear. We're gonna start with the Hitch 50. This guy right here, these are all made by MaxTrax, by the way. This is a pretty heavy piece. So this is extremely heavy duty. So if you want to use something that is reliable to pull somebody out or yourself out, this is gonna be it. So it is round, it is smooth in here, so you can use the MaxTrax soft shackle to slide in there, so that way it doesn't tear up your soft shackle. Super easy to use. It is meant to be used with a soft shackle. Back in the day, these weren't a thing, so you had to use a D-ring, which is pretty much a projectile if it were to break when you're using it. With this, if it does break for whatever reason, it just drops on the ground. And then we have a kinetic rope from MaxTrax as well. The MaxTrax line has been making the recovery boards for a long time, but recently in the past year or so, they came out with some recovery gear. Now, this is a 5 meter. I would recommend the 10 meter if you were to get just one kinetic rope. And what a kinetic rope is, it allows you to pull anybody behind you and kind of tug them with some force, and it's gonna stretch. And the extra stretch will actually help you pull them out, versus a static rope, which MaxTrax also makes one as well. But these three together is gonna be the perfect combo for pretty much every truck out there. This is gonna run $495. It is pretty expensive, but you're getting a premium product for, you know, the instance where you're actually gonna need to recover. You don't want these to fail. Next up, we have the Iner Mini 2. This little guy fits in your pocket. It comes in the orange color, which I prefer, but also in the stealth black as well. This could save your life. So this is made by Garmin, just like the dash cam, and this is kind of like an SOS thing. So if you're skiing, doing anything that's outdoors, and you're by yourself or with somebody, this is great to have just in case of an emergency. You can send text through this as well. So if you're out there, you don't have any cell service, and like your spouse or somebody wants to check on you, or if you want to just send a message, hey, I need help or whatever, you can use this. There is a SOS button on this as well. But this is great. It's small. There is a subscription for this as well, so you do need to subscribe for that. But the good thing is you can just go month to month. So let's say you're traveling somewhere out of the state or out of the country and you wanted to set it up, activate it, and you're good to go. This will run you $300. It is a pretty hefty price for something this small, but like I said, when your life is on the line, or if hopefully you never have to use it, but this is something that I would highly recommend if you're somebody who likes to venture out on your own or somewhere that's pretty remote. Next up, we have the Roam 83 liter rugged case. So this is a big product. So I'm gonna set it sideways here so you guys can see it. But this is my favorite case to put on pretty much any vehicle. And this is actually my personal one, hence the dust. This is great because this allows you to put all your gear in here and mount it to your roof or your bed rack. And there are struts and it's lockable. So this is really the perfect case. Now, and then you will pair it with a set of these. This is the Roam mount. This mount is great. And again, this is my personal, so it's dusty. The case will slide here. Ness is in here just perfectly. And then this will come down, grab the side of the case, and lock it. There's also a set of holes here where you'll be able to put a padlock. So that way, one, you're locking the mount, so that way nobody can remove the case from your roof. And then you can also put a lock or several locks on the case itself so nobody can get in the gear. So a lot of security on this, and they have several different sizes and colors. This one is the black. They have olive green, tan, other colors like that as well. So the latches are super nice. Opening it up, you'll see the struts. And then probably my other favorite thing about this is you can set organizers in here. They have a MOLLE panel and they have these pouches. So this is an add-on and they're just great for organizing up here. So down here you would put gear that could slide around and stuff if you wanted to, but up here you can put things nice and organized, and then you can put a little light here because this is diffused, and then that way you can see in here at night. So this case and the mount will run you $465 together. So having extra storage for extra gear, emergency stuff is always nice, especially when it doesn't go inside your cab or in your trunk. So next up, we have the OVS LTE 270 awning. So at this point, all the prizes or all the gifts are getting pretty big because of the price. So this not going to fit on the screen, hopefully, or probably, but this is my personal one, as you can tell. Again, this awning being under 500 for a 270 awning is insane. Back in the day, awnings that are 270 were going to be above $1,000 no matter what. So the fact that you can find one now for under 500, well actually this is exactly $500 from OVS is crazy. And we've used this, and this is definitely one of our favorites because the quality, the way it's built is actually pretty good for the price. So the reason why this 270 is on this list, because having shade pretty much anytime you want is incredible. This is great because unlike the standard awnings where you have to roll it out, try to set up each pole, it's very clumsy. This, you just unzip, fold it out, and you're done. It's a one-person setup, takes minutes instead of over 10 minutes with their standard awnings. So this is great. You can pretty much do anything under it, cook, be out of the sun, have shade instantly, anytime. It's a must. 270 awning, LTE, $500. Next up, we have the up top Overland 38-inch dual function light bar with mounting brackets. This is my personal one again because I pulled this off of the Tacoma. So it comes with some bug guts and everything on there. So on the sides, you'll have the Baja Designs color amber, which is more of a yellow color. And then in the middle, you have the clear, so that puts out white light. Now, the reason why I like this one is because of the dual color, and it's under $500. So it runs $400 with the mounting brackets. These are the universal mounting brackets, so you can use these brackets with a Baja Designs light bar, a Dow Dynamics light bar, any light bar. But these two together, $400. It does come with the pigtail as well, so that way you can use a Deutsch connector, 3-pin, to connect that. It is a 3-pin because you can control the amber and the white separately, or you can hook them up all together. Now this puts out a ton of light for the price. So if you're looking for something that's not extremely expensive, Baja Designs pricing, but puts out a ton of light, this is going to be the light bar for you. Next up, we have the Midland MXT575. Now this is their latest and most powerful radio, and this is a GMRS radio, so you don't need any kind of license, and it comes with the latest microphone slash speaker. This has all the displays built in on here, so you can stash the brain of it pretty much anywhere. I have mine in the glove box. I have just Velcro on the bottom. I can just stash it in there, and then all the connections can disconnect whenever I want it to. Now this uses an Ethernet style cable connector. You just plug it in. I actually have like a little blank switch with an Ethernet adapter that I just plug in, and so I can unplug this and just put it in my center console. It has the standard CB radio attachment in the back, so you can mount this anywhere using a CB radio attachment. Very nice buttons. Now, if you don't want to get into getting your ham license or anything like that, this is going to be the best radio that you can get out there with the farthest range. Now, this $400, it may sound steep, but ham radios get extremely expensive. So the amount of power that you're getting out of this, and the fact that you can just run this off of your vehicle battery is great as well, so you can just turn it on and off whenever. So having a radio in the vehicle, in my opinion, is one of the best things you can have, just because you're able to communicate with your friends on road trips and off-road, and just having fun is a must. Next up, we have the new Roam 7-gallon water tank. Now this is made of aluminum, so it's actually not as heavy as you would think. And I like aluminum more than the water tanks that are made of plastic, just because plastic tends to expand and contract depending on elevation and weather and stuff like that. So I do like the aluminum one just a little bit more. On top we have a Schrader valve, so you can pressurize it, a pressure relief when the pressure gets too high, it'll relieve some of the pressure, and then of course the fill neck. And it comes with a very nice nozzle as well. This has a lever in the back here to control the flow. It has a head on top that you can change the output, I guess, spray, and very nice. Looks like billet aluminum as the attachment point, so very cool. So what I like about this is that it has L-tracks on it, the side and the bottom, so there are multiple ways you can mount this wherever you wanted to mount this. So this will run you $360 for a 7-gallon water tank. And the reason why we have this on here is that it's always nice to have extra water with you whenever you're out and about, especially when it's pressurized. Next up, we have the Baja Designs Fog Pocket Kit. Now, Baja Designs makes a lot of fog pocket kits for several different models. This one specifically works with the 2nd gen Tundras, the 3rd gen Tacoma, and the 5th gen 4Runner. So this kit will work for all 3 of those vehicles, and it is the SAE version, and what that means is that it is street legal. This is the Baja Designs Amber, which has that more yellow tone to it. It has a very clean cutoff line, so that way you're not blinding oncoming traffic. They are also offered in the white as well if you prefer the white. But amber is the way to go if you want more clarity down low when it's weathered outside, whether it be rain, snow, dust, anything like that. This runs $450, and this is different than what we had in the $250 gift guide, because it comes with this bezel that fits the pocket of the Tacoma, Tundra, and 4Runner very well, which is why it's called the Fog Pocket Kit. So it fills in that gap, so there's not a random gap, and it comes with the perfect bracket, so that way it's nested in there perfectly. And the reason why we have this on the list is because, one, it's super bright for what it is, and everybody loves Baja Designs, and it keeps a very OEM plus look to your vehicle. Last and certainly not least, we have cleaned off the table because this one is big. So let's get rid of this table. So what we have here is the Camp Chef Pro 14. This is probably one of my favorite things to bring along when I have my family or a larger group of friends to go camping, because it's a larger burner. It puts out way more heat than my little tiny one. And what I like to use with it is actually this griddle. It turns it into kind of like a flat Blackstone style grill. Set it right up here. Well, it would be this way. And then you can control the heat with knobs underneath, and then with a carrying bag as well. So if you just wanted the Pro 14, it would be $300, but with the griddle and a carrying bag, it would be $470, putting us right under $500. So this is pretty compact. It folds into itself like this. It also comes with a wind guard as well, so it blocks the wind, so that way if it is windy, you still have the fire going. And then the legs fold up into itself. So when it's fully closed, it's about maybe 13 inches or so. I'm not exactly sure, but you can find it on their website at campchef.com. And then these handles also fold down as well. So we really like this for the price, because you can attach your 20-pound propane tank to this. So if you're a type of person that likes to kind of throw down at camp or at the side of the lake or whatever you like, this is something that you'll want to bring along, and not just a little tiny grill. We will have everything in this video down in the description if you guys wanted to check that out. And don't forget to check out the other videos where we have the $100, $250, and then the $1,000 as well. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, please do so, and we'll see you guys next time.